We all want to be happier. I do tell myself all the time that I'm almost there, that everything will be better when I get that promotion, or that I will finally be happy when I buy that car or that house. Unfortunately, the observation of human behavior proves that there is nothing to be done. We will always end up getting used to the good things and wanting more. The psychology of happiness calls that hedonic adaptation, a way of saying that after we finally get what we want, yes, we appreciate it and are happier, but it doesn't last. Our brains always end up considering this as a new normal. My suggestion for today is simply to become aware of this reality, to recognize it, and then, above all, to accept it, not as a weakness, but an incredible strength that we humans have in always wanting to surpass ourselves. Getting awareness is key, because only after being aware we can try to slow this process down. This is precisely the purpose of 40% Happier, so please share it with someone that might be interested and click the subscribe button. We all take our essential emotional relationships for granted over time. The technique I'm introducing today is designed to strengthen and renew the bond and therefore create happiness with those you live with. 3D greetings. Greeting in 3 dimensions literally takes 15 seconds. It's replacing the on-the-fly kiss or nod with eye contact, touch and words. Then tonight, greet your partner or your child with a deep look in the eye for at least 5 seconds and a sincere hug of the same length and a few kind words. It will seem a little odd at first, but I encourage you to persevere because benefits will already be noticeable after a few days. And if you feel like it, share your experience in the comment below or send this message to someone you care about and tell them to subscribe. It's free, forever. Every day we are bombarded with demands, and me too, I often find myself reacting instinctively to another driver who cuts me off, for example. Today's technique is based on mindfulness, on the awareness that the reaction to an event does not have to be automatic. With a little practice, we can avoid the chain reaction and choose how to react to a situation, even a negative one, without getting carried away. This means learning to observe our thoughts and emotions in order to identify them and no longer suffer them. This is not something that can be done overnight, but by just asking yourself the question, how do I feel now, is a step in the right direction. Because between a stimulus and a reaction, there is a space. In this space that we have the power to choose how to respond, and the way we respond is called freedom. It is this freedom that can enable us to become 40% happier. By subscribing to this YouTube channel, you give yourself this opportunity. It's free and had no contradiction. We spend most of our time awake at work, so feeling good at work is super important, even when events or the boss seems to be against us. Today's technique is about developing optimism at work, and it involves focusing on our past professional successes. This is particularly useful when facing major challenges such as the project presentation or a difficult meeting. The first step is to list on a piece of paper some real professional successes from our past. They don't have to be exceptional. What matters is to be aware that we have been able to overcome challenges. In this way, our mind and ourselves understand that we have valid skills to face the present situation, even if it is difficult. Another technique is to subscribe to this YouTube channel to find every day a directly applicable technique to live happier, also at work. Uncertainty and constant change are part of our daily lives. The 2 years of pandemics have even brought us to a peak in this area. Change is difficult for everyone, including me, but there is a mental way to make it easier to adapt and to better protect yourself against the stress of change. It's called psychological flexibility. The concept is based on 3 pillars: being present, staying open, and doing what matters. For today, I propose to limit ourselves to a first step, to observe the moments of stress and to note the behaviors we have that do not help us. For me, this would be to always consider the worst to the point of spoiling the beauty of the present moment, to give just one example. Observing what works and what doesn't work for us when life tests us is the first step towards possible change and improvement. Another step is also to subscribe to YouTube to happier.tube to have something to become a little happier every day.